He was beaten, starved, and falsely accused of stealing 100,000 naira. Humiliated and broken, Ikenna disappeared without a word. Years later, he returned, not for revenge, but to repay the money he never stole, with a check of 20 million naira. Growing up in the bustling city of Onitsha, Ikenna had known struggle like a sibling. My family sent me off at a young age to serve as an apprentice under a popular trader at main market named Oga Chibuzo. Everyone knows Oga Chibuzo to have a sharp business acumen and an even sharper tongue. I worked like my life depended on it. Every morning before the cock crowed, I was already sweeping the shop. From loading goods under the scorching sun to running endless errands, I did everything with quiet obedience. But no matter how hard I worked, it never seemed enough for Oga Chibuzo. "You're too slow. You dey chop my food, but you know they deliver work. Not like this you won't succeed for this life." That's how he screams. Those words cut deep. And then came the beatings, slaps for misplacing a receipt, whips for returning a few minutes late from a delivery. Some nights, I cried silently on the thin mat in the boys' quarters where I sleep, nursing bruises on both body and spirit. But I endured, hoping that one day, his settlement would come and I'd start my own business. But that day never came, so one day, disaster struck. 100,000 naira went missing from the daily sales. Oga Chibuzo counted and recounted, and then turned his eyes on me. "Ikenna, where is my money? Give me back my money now before I do you something bad." I stammered. "Oga, I swear I didn't touch any money. I didn't come near your table, I have been attending to customers." Before I could finish, a slap landed on my face. Then another. "You think I be fool? You won't use village sense run me street. Now me train you come city." For 3 days, I was denied food. I still went to the shop, still worked, still greeted Oga good morning. But something had broken inside me. I didn't steal that money, but who will believe me? Then one afternoon, while running errands along Upper Iweka, I heard someone call my name. "Ikenna." I turned and squinted. The man was wearing jeans, clean sneakers, and dark glasses. It took a moment before I recognized him. "Emeka!" I screamed. Emeka used to be a sales boy for one of the other traders in the market. A few years later, people said he disappeared after his Oga refused to settle him. "Guy. Know you? Long time oh." Emeka and I hugged and he pulled me aside. "How far?" Emeka asked. "You still dey hustle for that man?" I nodded. Emeka chuckled. "This market never tire you. No, so I suffer until I jam one guy wey help me process papers. No, so I jumper go Europe. E no easy, but I dey okay. No Oga, no slap, no insult." Emeka continued. He looked at my tired eyes and said, "Guy, this place no go help you. If you fit find small money, I go link you up to someone wey dey arrange travel abroad." We exchanged contact and he left. That evening, Emeka gave me a number. "Call this guy. He dey help arrange things. You need like 800k to start the process." My heart beat fast. I didn't even have 8,000 Nigerian nairas to my name. But that evening before I closed shop, while cleaning the shop, I saw Oga Chibuzo's biscuit tin, the same tin where emergency funds were kept. He forgot it at the shop. The lid was slightly open, stuffed with cash. I battled within myself. I thought of Emeka and his advice, so I made a choice immediately. I didn't take everything. Just enough. I told myself I wasn't a thief, it was justice for the insult, the false accusation, the years of unpaid labor. Then I ran to Emeka. He hid me until my visa came out and I jumper enter Europe. Months later, I landed in Belgium, hustling as an undocumented immigrant. I did menial jobs, cleaning factories, packing boxes, washing dishes, until one day I got a license to drive trucks. From there, my life changed. 7 years later, I bought a small house, sent money home to my mother in Anambra, and even started my own logistics business. But something kept tugging at my heart, the memory of that day, the stolen money, and the man who, for better or worse, had played a role in my journey. So one Christmas, I returned to Nigeria. Then came the visit to his shop. I walked into Oga Chibuzo's shop. The same shop. The layout hadn't changed much, just older. Oga Chibuzo was there, seated on a plastic chair, now grayer, slightly bent, his voice no longer as loud. "Oga," I greeted, kneeling in the same humble posture I had as a boy. Chibuzo squinted. "Ikenna." "Yes, sir." "It's me, sir, I came to greet you." There was a moment of silence. Then Oga Chibuzo rose slowly to his feet, eyes fixed on me in disbelief. "You, is that really you?" he asked, stepping closer. "So you came back? I always knew you'd make it. From day one, I say you get talent. Chai, see how fine you done turn." I gave a small nod, smiling. "Yes sir, I'm back." He shook his head, memories clearly rushing back. "We thought you were gone for good. I even reported to the police that you were missing. People started whispering that maybe I used you for something evil. As you vanish, not so my money take disappear. But not long after, we begin hear say you done jopper." I went down on one knee and bowed my head. "I'm sorry, sir, truly sorry." Then I reached into my bag and brought out an envelope. I handed it to him. Inside was a check of 20 million naira. "That's the money I took before I left," I said quietly. "It was 1 million naira then. I doubt you even knew exactly how much. But I did. I kept count. I'm returning it now, with interest." Oga Chibuzo opened the envelope slowly. When he saw the check, his eyes widened, his hands trembled. "You came back, to pay me?" "I had to," I said, my voice steady. "I didn't live the right way. And I've carried that guilt for years." He stared at the check again, mouth agape. 20 million naira. "You give me 20 million for just 1 million where you carry?" He looked at me, half in awe, half in laughter. "Huh? You for carry more money that time now?" We both laughed. Then his face softened. "Ikenna, you get mind, no lie. We thought you were dead. All this while, I never knew you had plans to travel. But why, Ikenna? Why you no tell me? Why you no talk to me, my boy? I for help you now." His words hung in the air between us, part regret, part reflection. I smiled faintly but said nothing because there was nothing left to say. As I drove off that evening, leaving behind the dust and memory of the past, one question hung in the air like perfume, and I want to ask you. If I had told Oga Chibuzo about my plans, would he really have supported me as he said?